Hermitage Community is a contemplative prayer retreat in rural Three Rivers, Michigan. The main guest house at the retreat is a rehabilitated barn built early in the 20th century. The guest house and a nearby chapel building sit on 62 acres of rolling meadows and woodland. The land is home to the usual creatures: deer, wild turkeys, turtles, and humans. Coyotes wander through the land in a rhythm of travel known only to themselves. Rabbits, woodchucks, raccoons, and skunks shelter in the margins of the fields or near the buildings. Squirrels and woodpeckers nest in the woods. Turtles, muskrats, frogs, and ducks make their homes in the 2 ponds nestled in the woodland. We human settlers and users of the land are interlopers in what is a long-established homeland for thousands of insect, bird, and mammal species. We also occupy land used for millennia by the Potawatomi and other indigenous peoples for hunting and farming. It is natural to make a home, but to build a house out of sky takes some imagination. Let me tell you how we're trying to do just that: build a house out of sunshine, rain, and soil. By bringing together materials that come most directly from Earth, we are participating in an ancient alchemy. You might even call it magic. We began to think of this audacious plan early in 2012. The Hermitage Community received word from Enbridge, a multinational oil transportation company, that an oil pipeline that had been in place on the property since 1968 would be replaced in 2013. According to Enbridge, the reason for the new pipeline was to meet an increasing global demand for fossil fuels. This pipeline is part of a pipeline connecting the Athabasca tar sands extraction sites in Alberta with oil refineries in Ontario. From there, refined oil is pumped to oil tankers in the Atlantic Ocean. The community processed this impending project with dismay. Through this project, we became aware of our own complicity in spoiling our Earth home. It became clear to us that our most effective long-term response to the need for this pipeline and the worldwide acceleration of oil extraction and consumption, which harms all of Earth's creatures, was to find ways of limiting our consumption and use of oil and gas products. This has proven to be both a rewarding and a difficult journey. It is rewarding because we are finding many ways that we can change our practices to minimize or eliminate our dependence on oil. It is difficult because we are so embedded in an oil-consuming culture that we cannot independently nor completely eliminate our oil dependence. When the Hermitage Board of Directors determined to expand the resident staff in 2016, we began a months-long search for a new way to build a house that would help us reduce our dependence on oil and other fossil fuels. What emerged for us was, in fact, an ancient way to build a house. We began consulting with Thomas Hirsch of Bungalow Builders, who was actively building houses from clay and straw. This method has been used by people around the globe to create strong, warm houses for thousands of years. Essentially, native grasses are mixed with clay soil to provide a filling for a timber structure. The walls are then finished with natural plasters. In this method, a house built of sky sequesters carbon and uses earth products before they have been overly processed, thus reducing our overall carbon footprint. In 2017, we connected with EcoNest, a group that builds clay straw infill homes that are toxin-free. We will be adhering as closely as we can to the 25 eco and biological building principles espoused by EcoNest. These include eliminating toxic building materials from our building plan, limiting the use of toxic materials such as adhesives and foams while building, minimizing worksite waste, and providing maximal healthy working conditions. Our house will be made from local wheat straw and clay from a neighboring state. We are harvesting new wood from our white pine plantation for siding the house and using other lumber from the land for some of the finishing details. We will use earth and wood for the floors and build earthen walls inside the house. The house will be heated by radiant in-floor heat and a wood-burning stove. The roof is designed with a 45-degree pitch to accommodate a solar panel array that will significantly decrease our use of electricity produced by burning fossil fuels. You can be part of our project to build a house out of sky by volunteering your time and energy to several phases of the build. If you are willing and able to work and learn a new kind of building, your help is needed beginning in May to stuff the wall forms and move mud around, and after May to plaster, apply trim, or push a broom. If you cannot help build, you may be able to help feed and serve the volunteer work teams from May through November. And if you can't join us for the build, you can give to our continuing capital campaign, Cultivating Community. Donation information is on our website. If you are already part of the building team, thank you. Without you, our vision would remain a dream. Someone once said that if you build castles in the air, it is wise to put foundations under them. You are our foundation. Join us in making the house built of sky a solid reality at the Hermitage Community.